U19 men's competition, the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic 2021, going live international.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Hoopsfix Dome here in Battersea. We are here for the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic 2021. It's back after a year hiatus. We had a fantastic under-19s women's game earlier. We're hoping for more of the same as the men take the floor and the two teams about to be introduced by our MC. To here, of course, doing the honors, I'm Daniel Ratledge. I'm joined by Coach Mott, Jerem. Coach, fantastic opportunity for these two sets of teams to go out and showcase their skills.
Yeah, what an absolute privilege to have the event. You know, first and foremost, a massive shout out and credit to Sam Mita and all the guys that have been helping him. But just to be here after such a challenging 18 months, I know how much the guys appreciate it. I was speaking to them all before the game, and they're all out here to impress. That's what we love about this event. They come out, they compete, and it's always interesting to see who's going to be the one that competes most and collects that MVP trophy.
Well, that's the thing, is you're playing with guys that you may have played against, you may not have played with before, so there's always that thing of, you know, it's building up relationships and whatever. And as you say, this is the Hoopsfix generation, if you like. These are the kids that grew up wanting to get on that on the Hoopsfix feed, and here they are with Hoopsfix on the shirt, getting a chance to show their skills. And I must say, I've never seen two more hyped layup lines than I saw over the last 15-20 minutes as they were doing warm-ups. So they certainly look ready to play.
Well, there was definitely some highlights in the warm-up lines, that's for sure. And we're looking forward to the highlights that are going to happen throughout the game. But again, you know, these guys were so appreciative of the opportunity to be here. And like you said, Dan, some of them know each other really well, some of them don't. So the way these games work out is maybe there's a bit of nerves at first, then they settle down and they put on a show. I've been able to watch the previous games, and I'm just looking forward to seeing who does what and who really shines when the camera's rolling.
And as you said, over the last year, 15, 18 months, their opportunity to play basketball has been really limited, or if they have been able to play, it's been in certain conditions and whatever. So the chance to get to play in a game like this with guys from all over the country is something that I know they'll all be relishing, and we're certainly relishing watching it.
Yeah, they're all currently playing in the, well, a lot of them are all currently playing in the EABL showcase, so they're on top of their game. You know, they've not been sat around for a while. Some of them have been able to play throughout the year in Division 1 and various other places. So they're on, they're sharp, and we look forward to seeing who is going to be the sharp shooter or the high flyer today.
And that's the other thing, is because both teams have tons of talent, it becomes very difficult to pick out who might shine on an occasion like this.
Well, looking forward, there's some big names out there, and for various different reasons, a lot of scoring on both teams, super athleticism, sharp shooting. They got it all out here.
Gentlemen's handshake, it'll be the last time you'll be shaking hands this evening.
Well, they meet at mid-court for the fist bumps, and well, there might be a few slap fives and handshakes in there as well, but modern day it's mainly fist bumps. And of course we talk about the players a lot, but Chris and Will, the two coaches, Chris Bourne, Will Maynard, in charge here, they have that really difficult task of trying to get everybody in the court and get everybody some minutes while still trying to keep some control over the game, if you like.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was talking to both coaches before the game, and I've been in that seat myself, and I'd said to them, you know what, these guys actually take care of it themselves. You don't have to do too much coaching. People aren't here to watch the coach. They're here to watch the players in these type of games. So yeah, they'll throw some ATOs, and I'm sure they'll maybe we might see a lob attempt here or there. But overall, the guys compete so much and they want to showcase themselves. They do it all themselves. It's just guiding them and making sure that nothing gets out of hand.
And making sure that everybody gets the opportunity as well. That, I mean, therein is the challenge. We saw in the women's game early, first quarter, there was an awful lot of substitutions and they were bringing people in to make sure everybody got their time. And then as the game went on, they were searching for the fives that worked together.
Yeah, that's a key piece for the coaches today. As the game progresses and you see who's doing what and who's delivering, and more importantly, who's impacting winning. Because both of them are competitive as they come. They ain't going to come here to participate. They're going to want to win the ball game.
Well, the last few words for the coaches. They've both got the board out. We say there won't be too much coaching, but they're certainly drawing up a play or so for the first couple of possessions as they have their final say and about to send them out.
Well, there's definitely a few matchups that I'm really looking forward to here, both bigs and guards. There's a lot of players that are prideful, and you know, a lot of them were talking about, hey, how do you impact winning? Well, defense first. I'm a defense guy. So there's a few matchups that are definitely intriguing out here today.
We've also got the board man in the house. Starting five for Team Black.
2 5s making their way out onto court. And for those at home who may not have seen as much of these kids as you have, who are the ones you would just say, have a look here or there out of these starting fives?
Well, definitely in these starting fives. You can't talk about any other player right now in terms of being a stat stuffer than the great Osborne. He's had a tremendous season. He's really shown out. Sam Alajiki, another guy who was a stat stuffer. Veron had a great, another guy stat stuffer. We've got loads of stat stuffers out here. And then Maitland is a very skilled guard. Ellis has been playing overseas in Italy. And then in terms of the white team, Giovanni coming off an injured year. We look forward to seeing what he's doing. And then there's definite shooting power in Distress and Sam Grant.
You've basically named the whole 10 guys.
Yeah, look out for everybody, basically. And you know what? After these 5, look out for the other 7.
Now, the official just at the table. I think they got 1 or 2 technical issues that they're trying to sort out over there. Players are ready. There's a half thumbs up from the table, not a convincing one. I'm just wondering if it's Alajiki not listed correctly on the stats, because he was that late substitution. Well, we'll give it the big build-up. I think we're ready now, are we? Here we go. And get it underway.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic.
Ball is up. Great tip, and what a way to start the game!
Oh, yeah.
Right off the tip. Instant impact. Sam Alajiki, watch out for him.
Well, that was definitely planned. Osborne knew what he was doing there. Off the mark. Maitland with the rebound.
Yeah, looking at this white team, they got to make a lot of shots, a lot of shooting out there, but it could turn into a make or miss type game for them.
Osborne. Out to Ellis, backs away on the high screen. Eze's going to launch for 3. 5 quick points for black team.
Fired up. Veronese, a 50% three-point field goal guy, shoots the ball very, very well.
Walsh spinning his way through the lane. Distress. Won the three-point shooting contest earlier. Feeds inside. And Majuru through the contact and one.
Oh, fantastic pass there from Alex Distress. Black team decided to switch. Good roll from Giovanni, and Distress managed to find him inside the paint. Finish through the contact for Gio.
Oh, way short on the free throw.
Well, it's been a while for him. He has coming back off injury. He's not taking many free throws. We'll let that one slide.
There's one or two chatting away in his direction. I think that's fair to say. Here's Ellis to Maitland. Ossibor surveying his option. Throws up the alley-oop. That wasn't too far away.
An all-star game that started off with already a few dunk attempts, that's for sure.
Stolen away, Maitland has it. Behind the back, Alajiki for the triple off the mark. Majura with the rebound.
I expect this to be a fast pace. Two teams that are really going to like to get out in transition here.
Well, that's the other thing, having deep benches where everybody's going to play. When you're out there, you know you can give it everything because you're only going to get 3, 4, 5 minutes in any one spurt.
Yeah, hoping it's not too fast, otherwise we'll be out of breath as more than they will.
Great block from Eze. Walsh's three is off the mark. Ossibor looking to push. Going coast to coast, all the way to the basket, lays it in.
That's where he's so dangerous in that transition moment. Because he's so versatile, he moves so well as a big forward. He can really finish well.
Walsh penetrates. Distress now. And Majuro off the shot. Grant trying to keep it alive. Majiki comes away with it. He's looking to push. Ellis strings the three.
Yeah, good transition three there. Guys are able to collapse the defense. An easy kick out, wide open.
And a quick reply at the other end.
He said, I can do that. I'll top you on that.
As he spins and jams it in. Rough blocked by Ossibor. And he's out in front on the break, and he hammers it down.
And that's it. He gets so many easy twos on breakaways, transition points. That's why he's one of the top scorers in the EABL this year.
Boardman, back to Grant. And Majuru gets his own rebound and tipped in the end by Grant.
Way to stay in the play there, Sam Grant. A nice sneaky offensive rebound, easy two, keeps him in the game.
Ossibor driving in, hammers it down through the contact, and he's going to the line for a bonus.
Well, I said one guy to look out for, the great Ossibor. He has come to play super aggressive early here in the first quarter.
Substitutions both ways.
Substitution for Team Black. Agu and Akei into the game.
Does it all great. He's averaging a whopping 33 efficiency, showing that he can do everything. Points, rebounds, steals, assists. His stat line is off the charts.
And he has started this game in exactly the same fashion. His team lead by 10. Less than 4 minutes gone here. Here's Wild. Ooh. It's an offensive foul, is it? Yeah, a little push off.
Yeah, a little push off. I thought Moyo lost his balance more than anything, maybe got caught, but fair call.
Full court pressure here from Team White.
Team White stepping up the court, almost forced the turnover.
Tapped into the hands of Moya Decay, representing Copleston.
Kay brings it forward to Ellis. Around the screen. Nice bounce pass in, but well read by Grant.
Oh,
nice. That is a lovely pass.
Wow. Fantastic pass from St. Grant there. Through the eye of the needle.
And nobody home. And Osborne is just jamming everything right now.
Another easy two. That's the way he gets them.
Boardman Rapids off the glass for three. They needed
checked.
that.
Yeah, the White needed that three to keep him in touching distance. And a guy that's not shy to shoot the ball, that's for sure.
Comes up with the steal as well. Walsh steps through to the finish.
What a move. Way to gather himself there. Gathered himself on 2-3 for the up and under. Good finish.
Possible. Oh! Well, the only way to stop him really is to foul him.
He took flight there, Dan. That could have brought the house down.
Trying to do everything. Substitutions checking into the game, and Young and Karas for Team White. For Team Black.
Both coaches rotating early, as you would expect in this situation. Midway through the opening quarter. Team Black on top, leading only by 5, but you feel like the game is a little easier for them right now.
So talk a bit more about the great Osborne. Obviously spent his season playing for the Bradford Dragons in Division 1 and Myasco in the EABL Showcase. And you talk about a stat stuffer. 3 games in 21 minutes. He's double-digit points, almost a double-double with the rebounds. 5 assists, 4 deflections. Interesting stat that EABL have decided to actually put down this year, covering deflections. 65% field goal. He's dunking it all the time. So
Yeah.
you expect that.
Karras did the spin, dumps it off. Kick down the corner, that's a long 2.
Good stroke there from the young man. Great shot.
Good, nowhere through. Here's Daly. Driving hard, a little too high off the glass. Wild looking to go quick. Wild, nice pass. Karras got trapped behind the basket. Go. Adekeye spinning. Who did that touch last? Well, must have been a white hand. It'll be a black ball.
Looks pretty congested in there at the moment. A lot of guys trying to drive. You'd like to maybe see them move the ball a bit to create those driving lanes, but everyone being ultra aggressive early.
Well, they're all fresh into the game as well. This is like the first 30 seconds, a minute for most of the people out there, and that's a nice way to get yourself going offensively. Okay, for 3. He's Wild, tough shot. Almost dropped.
The infamous step back for Greg Wild. That's his bread and butter right there.
Koo driving hard as it batted away. Wild just a little bit too far in front of Karras. Adekeye kicks it out for Sacco, whose shot is short. Wild behind the back. Nice dish. Karras with the lane.
And that pass was on the money. An absolute dime there with the no look for the easy 2.
Well, the pace hasn't slowed down any. Adekeye for 3, and he hits. Black lead by 8.
2 for 2 for Moyo, starting to feel it.
Sacco playing the good defense here. Karras under a lot of pressure, needs some help. Throws it away in the end, but steals it right back. Dumps it off to Wild. Never quite had control of the ball. Sacco creates some room. Long 2 knocks it down.
Well, super fast pace is rare that we got a little bit of a breather there for a wide open look.
2 minutes 15 remaining, 10-point game. Everybody's had a Red Bull.
Wild. He's going to take the triple, and he's going to knock it down. First points of the game for Greg Wild.
A little bit of chatter between the two guards there. Back-to-back threes for both of them.
With the reply, no good.
Lowell with the rebound. Nice pass. Young out in front, and he gets the easy lay-in.
Very, very good pass in transition there. Another easy two.
Sacco, chopping, changing it up. Adeno.
Traveling violation called. Dado.
Substitution checking into the game.
Just the next wave and wave
It
of
is,
talent.
yeah. And the pace does not slow at any point here in the opening quarter.
23 to 28 the score, 1 minute 30 left to play.
Here's Young driving on his own, but get that out of here. His shot is blocked.
Straight into the game. Quick block saying, not today.
Nice screen to leave Rafe open, but he misses the shot. Oh, yeah, with the jam.
One block, one dunk. Welcome to the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic, young man.
There's Young. Creates a little room for the shot. Sacco with the rebound. Gets away from two white shirts. Throws the alley-oop and laid in well.
Black able to really score in transition. White got to be careful. They're not turning the ball over or taking bad shots because Black are punishing them.
Possession for Team White on the end line.
End line ball for White. They trail by 9 here. Inside the final minute of a frantic first quarter. Karras gets out behind the three-point line, misses the shot.
Another good baseline out of bounds players. Two wide open jumpers. White got to make them though.
Oh yeah, tough shot. And Dooku, the pass a little too far out in front of him. They got numbers here. Karras is the only man back. He does enough. But Larry is there to clean it up.
Well, that pass managed to squeeze its way through. A little fumble, but I thought he actually threw it off the backboard for a dunk.
Oh, foul call there. Sacco thought he might have a steal and off to the races. 14 seconds remaining on the game clock.
The whole gym wanted that to happen. The dunk champion was about to get a breakaway dunk. That's all we all wanted.
Oh, and Dooku into the mid-range. And that will do it for the opening quarter. Black really jumped out to a great start. They really, I mean, from the opening tip, they get a dunk on the opening play. But as you say, they were looking to get into transition, run them whenever they can, a load of dunks, and their 34 points have been really comfortable, easy points. It's been much harder to score at the wide end of the floor.
Yeah, and that just comes from being ultra aggressive. There's a number of guys out there that are pushing the ball in transition, creating plays for themselves or for others. And when it comes down to it, they're actually being unselfish and making that extra pass or making that extra play at the rim to provide that easy two. And there's those easy 34 points. And also, I think it's 4 threes in there. A couple open looks that have managed to stretch out the advantage.
4 of 7 from behind the arc, Team Black. Both teams doing all right from that distance. How long into these games does it take you as a coach to work out which 5 works with who and where your rotation should be?
Well, we should anticipate, you know, late third quarter, fourth quarter you'd kind of get a feel for who's feeling it on the day, who's performing, who's impacting winning. I'm hoping the scoreline is close in the fourth quarter because I anticipate it being an absolute rivalry and super competitive.
Well, in the women's game, it was one-sided until the last few minutes. A big rally by Team Black at the end just fell short. But they had trailed by as many as 19 and then turned up the defensive intensity in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter. The other way around so far here in the men's version. Rafe driving hard to the basket, and it's tipped in by EJ.
A tough take there from Will Rafe. I thought there was a lot of contact, but able to get the second chance points. White edge back. Big score for them coming out at the start of the quarter.
Maitland with room for the three. Front iron.
Rebounded by Rafe. Boardman Rafi. Into
EJ a little hot to handle there. A lot of space here in the near corner, and EJ's there to put it back in again.
Wow, he is a monster on the glass. We talked about it before the show. He's averaging a whopping 15.8 rebounds a game.
Just stepped out of bounds there. Be a white ball. Alajiki and Osabor back into the game, caused all sorts of havoc early on. Walsh. Stolen away, Maitland.
Well, White definitely changed their tone here defensively. They managed to get a few stops on the black team. They've got to convert those steals or rebounds.
Maitland around the high pick and roll. Goes it alone. Beautiful move.
Nice move. Very skilled player, Mr. Maitland, and you can
You'd
anticipate that
to be, really.
with his dad. Shout out to Gary Maitland, who I'm sure is tuning in.
Osabor. Pass is deflected away, ends up in Sacco's hands. Well, it was intended for him, but not quite like that. Foul on the floor, so it'll be an end-line ball. Timeout called by Coach Will Maynard. Wants to talk it over. His side lead by 9 here, a couple of minutes into the second quarter.
I think they're scoreless at the moment to start the second quarter, so a timeout here just to maybe put something in to get an easy score and get them going again.
They got one bucket, 6-2 it is in this quarter. But you scored 34 points in 10 minutes. 2 points in 2 minutes seems a bit slow, doesn't it?
Well, they did. They definitely set the tone there with that 34. And I'm sure that they'll be talking about that and just maybe saying, hey, let's settle down, let's get back into it, keep doing what we were doing.
Team White heading back out on to the court. Once again, I'd like to thank our partners, Nike, Sportserve, Foot Locker, Molten, 506, Red Bull, and Always Ballin' for their support in helping this get underway.
The ball is into play. Here's Maitland.
Alajiki from the free throw line, all string.
Nice, a great 1v1 player, and he's super dangerous there in that high post 1v1 situation because he can play off the jab, but he can also attack. Tough matchup.
Oh my!
Two-hander, Dad. Two-hander.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. I'm still slightly stunned by that last block.
He thumped it out of there, sent it in. Oh, the DJ had to duck. He almost hit him.
Nice hustle to dive on the floor.
I gotta love to see that.
Maitland, step back for three. Got caught, knocks it down. 4-point play coming.
Big time shot.
I want 4 points.
Defender wouldn't allow him the space to land. Unfortunately, Maitland ends up on the floor. 3 points and heading to the line for the bonus.
But Team Black, we're on Eze into the game.
And Maitland, like a bunch of these guys, he'll be heading off to the US this year. He's going to NAIA school, John Brown.
Points on the scoreboard. Distress.
Distress kind of gets himself in a dark alley there. Ellis with the steal. Lost the ball.
Now with Maitland, one-on-one with Distress.
Maitland for another three, not this time.
And a rebound for Boardman.
Boardman Raffet with the rebound. He's double teamed. Oh. And he throws it away. Lobbed up and not quite from Osborne. They still have it, do they? No. Or maybe they do. Osborne comes back with it. White struggling here at the minute just to get out.
Well, the Black team have gone back to that starting group and they've been disruptive defensively, that's for sure.
Alajiki now from behind the arc.
Doing it all. Dunks, layups, mid-range, threes.
He's a shooter. Gotta get a hand up. Distress. Off the dribble.
Distress wanted to throw the alley-oop, and Imajira did well to finish that.
Yeah, good finish. There was two guys contesting that shot. He found a way to squeeze it through. Soft finish, great finish.
Ellis. Oh, nice cut to find space from Maitland.
Maitland gets all the way to the basket. Well, they got numbers here. It's 5-on-3 for a second, but Ellis, whoa, watch out. Here's Distress for three. I didn't fancy your chances there as Osborne was coming right at you there.
That's one guy that I would have stood no chance on helping him out. That reminded me of the time when Shaq was flying towards the Phoenix Suns bench.
Back into the game, replacing Maitland.
We are right on the halfway line at court side here. We couldn't be any closer without actually being on the court. And that's another one stepping out of bounds. Cheeky this time.
Team White get it back. 16-point game. As we found out last time.
Black by 16. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the first half. Greg Weil kicks it out in the corner. A lot of space there. And Duku. Imajira with the offensive rebound and puts it back.
Well, this is big for White at the moment. You know, it could get out of control, but those second chance points are huge, especially on the missed threes.
Imajira takes it to Wild. The Charmwood trio. Spinning away Wild, finds a Duku in the corner. Inside to Imajira and the foul is called. Holding foul call. End-line possession. Agu will place on Jiki. Second personal foul, Jiki.
We'll see if they get, here's my prediction, a wide open wing three. Not quite wide open
Not
this
quite
time.
wide open, but he got there.
Pulls up mid-range.
Just had a little hitch in that one as he got it away. Schweit fell short. Daly hits the triple, and the lead is out to 17, and Team White got to call a timeout. Chris Bourne needs to talk things over with his team.
Yeah, good timeout there just to settle the White team a little bit and make sure that this run doesn't continue to grow. Black managing to extend their lead a little bit. Reasons, I think they're finding a lot of easier scores. feel White are really having to work for every shot that they get, and Black seem to be finding the easy twos around the rim and the open looks. So White got to find a way to find some easy points, but continue to be animals on the glass. That's a one way to hang in there, get those second chance points.
Well, they're both basically taking the same number of field goals, 29 and 28, but it's 19 makes versus 13 makes, which goes to your point of they've just been a little bit easier from 2-point range at 13 of 17, and that's because everything's been at the rim.
Yeah, you look at the actual percentage there, 65% versus 46%. That's actually a huge gap. Often, statistically and analytically, we look at what's the gap between the two teams, because all games are different, all opponents are different, but what's the gap that you can create between yourself and your opponent, and that is a huge one right there.
Well, 70% from 2-point range and 58% from 3-point range. You shoot like that in any game, you're likely to be 17 points up inside 16 minutes.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
For any team that can do that on the consistent basis, sign me up.
Nice pass. Karas. Traveling violation.
A nice little flex action there. We're able to find the baseline flex guy, but unfortunately turns the ball over.
Ellis goes all alone, hang time, but can't get it in off the glass. Oh, Emajuru pushing it. Wild throws it up high. Emajuru able to catch it. Duka along the baseline, back out to Wild, has some space, and off the back iron. Emajuru couldn't quite pull that one in.
Emajuru all over the place at the moment, grabbing defensive rebounds, breakout dribbles, pushing in transition, offensive rebounds. That was a high-level catch there on the seal. Good to see him all over the place, especially having not played much this year. Can show that he's really trying to show out at this Hoopsfix Classic.
Daly on the high pick and roll. Gets some room at the top of the key. Probably made that shot a little more difficult than it needed to be. Oh! And Duku saw Sacco chasing him down and took his eye off the ball. Ended up turning it over.
I love how players always look at their hands.
Yeah, there must be.
There was something on their hands, Dan.
It'll be hand sanitizer in 2021, won't it?
Daly.
Here's Daly looking to go to work. The long way round, scoops it up off the glass. Pretty play.
Very, very impressive play. The defense reached and he was able to go up and under.
Oh, Greg Wild going quick. Great rebound. Oh, well.
Somebody better box out. Otherwise, we're going to need a coffee today. Here's Karas.
Oh, Harris has it ripped away. Enzi Sacco to the spin. Beautiful move.
We wanted the dunk champion to go up and rise up, but I tell you what, the spin and the layup, just as impressive.
Wild loses it. Foul is called. It's twice today. Sacco thought he had a steal and breakaway.
Everybody just got to the edge of their seat. A potential another breakaway for Sacco.
There were three of them on the baseline. Camera people getting ready for the highlights for socials.
They're in the danger zone down there, that's for sure.
Wild drives hard and uses his speed to get to the rim.
Good finish. I thought he lost control of the ball, but managed to gather it and finish well.
Sacco! Oh my goodness, Lowell with the block.
Toby Lowell said no, thank you. He doesn't care if you're the dunk champion. You ain't getting any dunks when I'm in there paint.
Well, there's a bit of stunnedness around people are not quite sure because they thought one highlight was coming and a completely different one instead. It looked like it was going to be a huge dunk. It turned in to a massive rejection in the end.
And so from our angle here at half court, he just rose out of nowhere.
Timeout called in the game. 2.5 minutes to go. Black still well in control. 52-33 they lead Team White here in the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic. Don't forget, if you want a copy of today's digital program, you can get that over on hoopsfix.com. It's got little bios of all of the players. If you've seen somebody you've not seen before, you want to find out a bit more, that's the place to go, as it is, of course, for all your latest British basketball news, videos, podcasts, features, and basically everything you want on British basketball at hoopsfix.com.
Yeah, been tremendous over the years covering the game. And talk about guys you didn't know. Well, maybe people didn't know about Toby there. He's actually leads the EABL now, top 10, number 1 overall in block shots. He definitely rose up and blocked that one.
Agu. Sacco in the corner. Laria's going to let fly from 3-point range. Young with the rebound, and Wild will bring it forward. Got to get it over. Ooh, I think that might have been an 8-second violation there. The referees didn't spot it. Wild with that little step away. Oh, trying to keep it alive. Laria driving. He had his head down, wasn't going to stop. And Wild with the foul to prevent an easy dunk.
Great gather step there. And easy foul to prevent the 2 points. And he'll have to earn them from the charity stripe.
Into the game, number 11, Egypt. Into the game. Victor Nduka will take a breather.
And Stephen Ovier at the line, relatively unknown prior to the tail end of the season. He burst onto the scene when competition started all over again, post-COVID. He's a unique player, combination of size and athleticism. Sure, he'll get a lot of attention from across the pond.
Stretches Team Black's lead out to 20. Wild. Right, top of the key. Off the mark. Super rebound. Skying through the air, Lawal again.
His head is up near the rim. It's very, very impressive.
Sacco along the baseline. Pass is deflected. Ooh, tipped into the backcourt, so that's fine. Definitely difficult for White here. Everything, just getting the ball over the halfway line when they do get into the half court. The defense is very aggressive from Team Black.
Yeah, a lot of length and athleticism. There seem to be a ton of deflections for the Black team.
Wild trying to go to work on the bigger man. Ovia did a good job in the end to deflect that out of bounds. Going to get another timeout here for Chris Bourne and Team White. There are 53.8 seconds remaining. It is 35-53 in favor of Black, and really the double whammy of 53 is way too many points to give up in 19 minutes, but 35 is probably a little on the low side as well.
Yeah, a little bit of both for sure, Dan. And like we've talked about, it just seemed, everything seems a little bit tougher for White at the moment. Even there on that last possession, one of the talented guards in Greg Wild just trying to create some space and create an opportunity. Tough for them. the other part of it is it builds that confidence for the black team. When you're in this type of game and it's wave after wave of player and you can see your teammates doing well, you come onto the court with that extra bit of bounce, that extra bit of juice, that extra bit of confidence. And it doesn't matter who's been out there for the black team. They've been getting deflections, transition points, and easy twos.
So it's the inline ball with 9 on the shot clock. Into Young. Reef at the top for 3. Just brushed the rim and out of bounds. Sacco. Okay, spinning one way and then the other off the glass, and he drops.
That one was not so easy, but what a finish. Spinning one way, spinning the other way, gets it to go with contact, bonus points.
Free throw's a little short. 30 seconds to play. Distress has the high screen. Room for the 3. Oh, with the rebound and jams it in.
Now there he is again, head above the rim. Another offensive rebound putback.
Well, as he dunked it, he was still going up. Sacco loses it. Young's got to be quick. He's not quick enough.
I'm not quite sure he knew time and score there. It looked like he didn't realize the time was ticking down.
Well, where the board is in this gym, once you cross halfway, you have to look back to see it. And that would have been his problem. Nobody counting it down. We're at the half here. It is Team White 37, Team Black 55. And basically, as funny as that sounds, it's Team Black's defense that has been the key difference in the game, because number one, they've kept them to 37, but number two, it's given them so many points off turnovers, 22 points off turnovers, 26 points in the paint. Again, most of that is just attacking in transition.
Yeah, right now that black team, 22 points off turnovers, forcing the white team into 16 turnovers. That's going to be a huge area of emphasis. Both teams, you know, black are going to want to continue to do it. White are going to find a way. They're really struggling to even get the ball past half court at times. And got to find a way to get extra looks and wide open looks.
So it's halftime here. We'll start the second half in about 15 minutes time, but in the meantime, Mark was chatting with some of the players earlier on today, and I believe we can take a look at some of those interviews.
Hi, we're here with the huge Gio Emajuru. Gio, Hoopsfix All-Star Classic, first one for you. What are you excited about?
I'm obviously excited about, playing with such good competition. These are the top guys in the UK. And I'm just glad to be a part of it,
And what should we look out for from you today?
Today, I'm just looking to put on a show, For the guys, for the people watching, rebound, dunk on someone, who knows?
We can't wait to see that. You make big promises.
I know I have, but we'll see.
So you're one of the rare guys that gets a scholarship to Division 1 school.
Yep.
So congratulations on that. Tell
Thanks
us a bit more about it, where you're heading and how that came about.
Yeah, so I'm heading to Sam Houston State in Texas. It was quite late in the year. Obviously, I already had offers before that, but this one stood out to me because I felt like they believed in me, the same way I believe in them. So I'm just excited to go over and see what I can do.
Well, we wish you all the best next year, but more importantly, all the best today. Let's see some highlights.
Thanks a lot.
We're here with Sam Grant, Reading Rockets Division 1 and JMA Academy. Sam, you had a tremendous year. Your growth has been off the charts over the seasons. What do you put that down to?
I would probably say the competition. I'm playing at one of the highest levels in England at the moment. Under a good coach of Alan Keane. He pushes me every day at training. not just in the academy, but in the men's team as well. It's been really good. It's helped me grow this year.
Nice. And this is your second Hoopsfix All-Star Classic, so you know kind of what to expect. What's different about this one?
I mean, obviously there's no crowd, which brings a lot of atmosphere. So it's not going to be as good, maybe, but maybe there might be some highlights and stuff like that. But maybe there will not be the same reaction. But the best players in the country are here. I can't wait to get going.
Yeah, you talked a little bit there about not having a crowd, and obviously with the COVID kind of past 18 months has all been nuts. To have this event, what does that mean to you and the rest of the guys?
It's good for exposure for some people. Some people are trying to go next year or in 2022. It's good for exposure for the colleges and stuff like that, but it's just good to compete against the best players in the country here.
So talking about exposure, you obviously did a good job this year. You've managed to secure a scholarship to a D2 school. Tell us more about it, where you're heading, and how did it come about?
Yeah, I'm going to the Florida Institute of Technology. I had them and like a few other interests as well, but when Florida came up, I couldn't say no to them. The location's amazing. Coach Billy Mims, amazing. And I'll just, I'll put it down to Alan Keane for the help he's given me over the past 2 years.
Florida's not a bad place to live at all.
Definitely.
It's not a bad place. Hey, listen, Sam, we wish you all the best for next season. More importantly, wish you all the best for today. Want to see some highlights.
Yeah, cheers.
We're here with Sam Alajiki. Sam, second Hoopsfix All-Star Classic. Tell us about the previous experience and what might be different with this one.
Yeah, my previous experience was good. I won a dunk contest. It was really good. I really liked it. It's really a good opportunity to get out with all the good guys in the country, and really have a run and actually not have to, be angry at everybody trying to kill them. Actually be friends with someone for a day,
So you're a competitive guy. How was it at St. Benedict's Prep this past year? Tell us about that experience.
It was COVID season, so we only got to play 10 games. We went 9-1. It was really good. I had some really good guys on my team. We did way better than we expected to do, and yeah, it was a really good season for us.
And tell us a bit about you as a basketball player. What should we expect? What are you about? What's your strengths?
I'm ultra aggressive, ultra athletic, a good shooter. I get to the rack a lot. Probably gonna shoot a lot of free throws. The refs don't like me after the game most of the time. I make them blow the whistle too much. But yeah, that's me.
All right, and then again, second Hoopsfix All-Star Classic. What does this event mean to you personally and to the whole country and to kind of junior hoops?
So yeah, Hoopsfix All-Star Classic is a really great accolade. It's up there. Hoopsfix All-Star Classic in Denkamp, probably the biggest accolades. Like my first time getting picked, I was just in year 11, so I was actually really hyped. I was in Czech Republic with Veron over there, and yeah, I was really hyped in a hotel room, and yeah, it means a lot to me.
All right, and then next year, where are you heading? Tell us about that and what you're looking forward to most.
So I'm going to University of California, Berkeley next year. I'm playing the small forward. It's going to be really good for us. We're going to have a really good season. We got some new, good guys coming in. Our old guys are getting better, and yeah, it's going to be a really good year for us.
Heading out to Cal, one of the most beautiful places in the world. Sam, we wish you all the best over there next year, but more importantly, we wish you all the best for today. We want to see some highlights.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
All right.
We're here with Myersco's Franklin Agu. And Franklin, tell us a little bit about the season you've had. Obviously a little different through COVID, but talk to us about the year.
It's been a difficult year for us as a team at Myersco. We played the showcase games, but we've been practicing hard all year. I feel like the opportunity to play in these games have been big for us. As you've seen, we've been putting up big numbers. I feel like it's good for us.
So if you were your coach, Franklin, what would you say? How would it, if I was like, hey, describe Franklin Agu, what would they say?
He's a hard worker, he gives it his all each and every game.
They're going to say more than that? As a basketball player, how do you impact winning?
I feel like I motivate my teammates to play well. I crash the boards and I grab, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Bit of a stat stopper, Franklin, do a bit of everything, points, rebounds. Yeah. What do you take most pride in and why?
I say I take pride in my defense. I feel like that helps me, that motivates me more to play well throughout the whole game, like to score, to rebound. I take pride in defense the most.
And then the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic. Tell us about what the event means to you. This is your second one. Why is this one special and why do you enjoy the event?
I enjoy it the most because I feel like all my hard work that I've been putting in throughout the whole year has been noticed, and I've been selected to play in this.
and being here is a big thing to me.
And then over the years, you've done a decent amount of winning. You've been in a lot of finals games, been in a lot of showcases. Just talk to us about how does that help you guys in terms of exposure for your future careers?
It's big because I feel like there's more eyes on these finals games. More people are watching, and then especially if you do well, they start to realize it and they start to follow you throughout the years.
And then next year, you're heading out to the US, so tell everyone, where are you heading and how did that come about?
I'm heading to Midlands College, it's in Texas. I was working hard with Neil to find a school. We all worked together, managed to find a school. Yeah.
Great, well we wish you all the best for next year. We wish you the best for this Hoopsfix game. All the best, Franklin.
Thank you very much.
Well, I hope you enjoyed those interviews at halftime. You can catch more of that sort of thing on the social media channels over the next few days and probably weeks. Mark's done loads of them interviews. And don't forget, if you're out there on social media, share the link here at hoopsfixallstarclassic.com and get your friends to join in. Tag us in with the hashtag #Hask21 and make sure you follow Hoopsfix on all the social media platforms at Hoopsfix and apps Hoopsfix Women. And a reminder, our digital program is available on hoopsfix.com. And also a big shout out to all the partners of the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic 2021, without whom this would not have been possible. Nike, SportServe, Foot Locker, Molten, 5 or 6, Red Bull, and Always Balding. Great for your support to make this event happen, which has been no mean feat, it's fair to say.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that off air at halftime, just how special events like this are and how much people want to be involved. It's credit to Sam and what he's created. Absolutely awesome for the basketball community.
This just loses the handle, not the start to the second half that Team White and Coach Chris Bourne would have wanted.
And the turnover tally is now a +1. Not the start we wanted.
Oh, not quite. But there's a whistle in there somewhere. He can't believe that he did not hammer that down.
Wow, this young man, he's been a human highlight reel this season. And that one would have been a showstopper, that's for sure. Leads the black team currently in scoring. I'm sure he's not going to stop anytime soon.
Well, the only shot he's missed in the game is one free throw. He's got 12 points. Grant in the corner. Ellis looking to push. Alajiki's three, back iron, but it comes all the way out to Maitland. Gets into the lane, takes the contact. Oh, I think the foul's on the floor.
Oh, Maitland, incredible ball handles, finds a way to snake his way around players. Very skilled young man.
Maitland. All the way to the basket. Nice little head fake there.
Yeah, great fake just to create that little bit of movement for the defense, and he was able to finish.
Grant going along the baseline, rearrange and finishes at the rim.
Well, that's where Sam's dangerous, because he's such a threat from the three-point line, a 50% three-point field goal guy, but he can finish around the rim, especially with that length that he has.
Nice high arc from Eze. Ooh, Ellis does steal that away. Nice dump out behind the back from Maitland to Osaboy, who's still able to finish 5 of 5 now from the floor. Him.
Tough finish there. His body was twisted, a little weak hand finish. But way to move the ball for the black team, very unselfish.
Grant driving hard, is denied, gets a second attempt at it. It was Jiki with the block the first time.
Team black all on the baseline. Maitland working once again with Gray.
Maitland. Oh, nice. Creates some space for himself, but doesn't get the spin on the shot. Rims out. Walsh driving hard. Distress strings the 3.
Yeah, they need more of that. A good penetration, collapse the defense, wide open 3 for your 3-point shootout winner there, Alex Distress.
Short corner shot. Possible. Slips away from him.
Came off Osaboy last, so will be a team white ball.
Ball back into the hands of Distress.
And Manuru with the handoff to Grant.
Inside.
Well read by Ellis. Pushing at speed. Alajiki with the head fake and the finish.
Another easy 2 for the black team. They're so dangerous in those transition moments, but a very smart and mature gather and finish there.
Distress. Into a mature. Oh!
Well, that's something he's definitely capable of doing. We all knew he could do it, and finally we get to see it. It was almost Shaq-like.
It was, wasn't it? Just tossed him out of the way, and Osaboy now 6 of 6 from the floor for 17 points.
I do it all, guy. Said it time and time again.
Raffin, corner with Grant. Now with Walsh.
Walsh to the spin, dumps it off. Here he is again, but blocked from behind. Foul called.
One ref called it a block on the baseline. The other one called it a foul. Both different angles. But another good seal, and I thought there was going to be another Shaq-like dunk there for Gio, but he ends up at the free throw line. Gio actually, he has had a long-term injury this year, but slowly becoming more and more healthy here as he heads off to the US. Heading out to Sam Houston State in Division 1 ball.
Nice read for the steal by Boardman Raffit. Who did that touch? Referees are going to have a look at each other. I don't think either of them are quite sure.
Substitution checking into the game, replacing number 20.
Well, I didn't see a signal, but it's going to be black ball.
Team black possession.
That's the boys just made one. And he's made a second. A little shake of the head, frustration that he banked it in, but they all count on the scoreboard.
They all count, and his points tally keeps on rising. Deep one.
Perhaps a little too deep.
That was long range. Substitution checking into the game. And
There's actually a few guys out here that did play. Boardman Raffit's one of them, Gio. Veron, a few guys that played in the Adidas Next Generation tournament. Another great opportunity and exposure for them.
into the game.
Ellis.
And a Kane.
Okay, no way through.
Keeps it alive.
Manages to keep possession.
Hanajuki
Oh, wow. Way downtown for 3.
That was deep and it was contested. A little celebration there as he trotted back to his own paint. What a shot.
He's into double figures now with 12. Wild. Wild just about reaching that one. 6 on the shot clock. Going to work. Tough shot. Good rebound. And Dooku drops it in.
Stops the bleeding.
Eze trying to go quick. And Dooku. Wild. Young now. Drives in, good body control there to get a shot away. Karas and Dooku off the glass, doesn't go, and that will be Team Black ball.
Tempo has not changed in this game. It's gone from fast to faster, back to faster again.
And the degree of difficulty of the shots that the white team get has never got any easier for them. Credit to Team Black's defense for that. Okay, looking to put 3 more on the board, and Dooku will chase that down to the corner. Wild. Rims out. Nice pass. Oh, and the double pump jam on the break.
Hung on the rim there, let him know. That was a great transition pass. Another easy 2 for Team Black.
Young. That's an incredible block. It counts for nothing, but an incredible block.
His hand was up near the top of the box there. Absolutely incredible.
Here's Young for 3. No good. Adedo doesn't quite get the bounce. Good with the rebound right underneath, and he's able to turn it into points.
And there is Franklin Agu doing what he does best, gathering boards and finishing around the rim.
Sacco. Oh! Oh! Swiped away. It's a goaltend off the backboard.
Mr. Shot Blocker, we're going to start calling him, but a little late on that one. He gets called for the violation.
2:26 to go. 46-80 the score. Young penetrating. Oh! Thrown away, but only as far as Karas, who fires up the 3 and knocks it down.
Boy, White needed that. It was chaotic, but managed to find a way to get it to go.
Dooku with the swipe down at the ball commits the foul. Keye will go to the line for a bonus.
Moyo Adedeke won an EABL championship with Charwood, then moved over to Itchen. Had unfortunately had a knee injury, which wiped him out for 1 season, but a key piece for that Coppleston Academy.
White ball from the side.
Sideline Team White, 146. Young.
Karas off the mark.
Eyes up. Looking for the play. Adeno.
Stolen away by Nduku. To Young. Back to Nduku. Just has enough to tip that in.
Yeah, good pass there from Young. Manages to find him. Nduku. Good gather from Victor there. Thought there was a possibility that he was not going to corral that one, but managed to find a way to get it in.
1:21 left here in the third quarter. 51-83 the score. Hard to see a way that Team White gets right back into this game, but in order to make some inroads into it, I mean, you said, we were talking before we came on air, they got to make some shots, and they haven't really been able to do that. 4 of 22 from the three-point line. They've had some decent looks. There's been some challenged ones in there, but they're going to struggle at 18% from the three-point line.
Yeah, they've got to find an alternative way to get some scores now. Obviously, with the shot not dropping, can they find ways to score in transition? Can they find ways to get second chance points? Can they find ways to be aggressive and get to the free throw line? They got to find those easy points, because everything is super tough for them at the moment.
Time pull back in. And the kill.
A little run and jump there from the white team.
Well, they didn't get the turnover. They perhaps should have in the end.
Well, they're going to give it a go by the looks of things. 12 minutes left in the game, trying to run and jump, maybe create some turnovers and easy scores.
Well, there is a turnover. Karras looking for room along the baseline. Young for three. And those are the ones that have to go in. Sacco, transition three. Wow.
Body's flying all over the place.
Agu with the old-fashioned lay-in.
Teammates disappointed in his dunk it. Great.
Oh, nice pass.
EJ driving through off the nice pass. Oh, looked like it might have come off his leg last. That's certainly what Team Black think, but the referee's giving it the other way.
A great pass there from Will Rafe. Eye of the needle in the pick and roll.
Karras for three off the mark. Sacco. Last 10 seconds here. Adeno out the back door to Sacco, but he stepped out of bounds, and there's 4.4 on the game clock.
What White got here, can they find a high percentage look in these 4 seconds?
Oh, I thought he was going to turn it over. There it is, wide open, but as has been the case today, doesn't go. They've struggled from that three-point line, and that is why at the end of three, it's 51-85. Team Black in total control of this game, and just repeating ourselves, but their scores have been so much easier. And you know, it's a simple game. You get easy looks, you make easy high percentage scores, and you're going to win the game.
Yeah, any team that's capable of doing that, and you know, you want to be part of a group that finds those type of high shot quality. Whereas a white team, they're on the threat of that living and die by the three-point line. And there's a few there, especially the bottom end of that third quarter, where they have to drop if they have any chance of getting back into this one. But we'll see. I expect some continued form of defensive pressure from White, continue to run and jump, see if they can create some turnovers. But they got to make some shots if they want to give themselves any chance of getting back into this one.
Well, they trail by 34. They haven't scored 34 in a quarter yet. So it's a very unlikely circumstance from here. But what they'll want to do is at least finish the game strong and, you know, try and get the momentum to the finish. Because in a game like this, you don't want to get beat by 45.
Yeah, a lot of prideful guys out there, so I'm anticipating some sort of response here from the white team. And it looks like he's gone back to a couple guys that have been delivering in the game in terms of Sam Grant, Raf, who's made a few jump shots, Gio, who's been a bit of a monster in the paint. So let's see if this group can tally together a little bit of a run here.
Just another little issue at the table being sorted out before we get the fourth quarter underway.
Well, we're waiting for key personnel to return to the floor.
Yes, probably what it is.
Been a long day for people.
Too much Red Bull over on that side of the floor, I think. It's Team Black that get us underway here with a commanding lead. The alley-oop goes up. He did well just to catch that. There we are. And that's a foul. And one.
Really tough finish there. Gio managed to catch over here on the arm, and he'll go to the line for the one.
I had a little think that one, but it dropped in for him. He's wild. And the long way around to the finger roll.
Oh, they can't even get the little bunnies to go either. It's a tough night for the white team.
Ovia almost lost it. Sacco gets it. Beautiful.
It's a double whammy. He missed the open layup, one end. Black finding the easy one. Then we got another missed three. It's a little back and forth right now.
The possession of Team White here, Brandon Laria, all by himself.
He's just having some rebound practice there, throwing it off the ring to himself.
At this moment in time.
Bournemouth wrapped it. That's another tough shot. That doesn't go. No sign of easing off from Team Black.
Well, that's the other part of when you're playing against a team that aren't shooting the ball particularly well. It does give the black team the opportunity to really sag off and be in the lanes. So now they can't get the shots and they can't get the drives.
Ovia trying to sneak through the lane, but losing it out of bounds. Oh, just a little slip there. And Majuru was trying to seal his man for the lob over the top and just kind of lost his footing. I think the pass might have been overcooked anyway.
We got these two monsters returning to the game. Great Ozabor and Sam Alajiki, who have definitely stamped their authority on the game so far, looking to finish off the right way.
Daly strings the triple.
Daly, a product of the Oakland Wolves. He's had an impressive season last year.
And Majuru hammers it in.
Another Shaq-like dunk with authority. He can really finish in and around the hoop there.
Ozabor steps into the three, and a rare miss from him. And Ajiki, his triple doesn't go. Oh. In fact, that was the first miss of the game for Ozabor. He'd been 7 of 7 to that point.
You can see why his efficiency is just off the charts. His effective field goal is nuts.
Daly driving all the way through is fouled.
Just going back to the great Oswald. As a coach, you know, you love a guy that never misses, rebounds, steals, passes the ball and is a good teammate. He does it all.
Well, index is 21, 20 points to his name.
So early candidate for the
he's,
MVP shout.
I think he was an early candidate on the opening play, wasn't he?
Distress finds Wild.
It's Wild, and it does go. They've not made many, just 5 of 25 before that one. But in a 3 nonetheless for Team White.
Tries to find Agu inside.
Would love to see something special here and just see the white team go absolutely nuts from 3.
Wild again.
Wild looking to attack. And then losing the ball.
Team Black ball on the baseline. Substitution checking into the game. Ellis. Awaiting number 27, Daly.
You can start to sense that little bit of anxious urgency from the white team, if you can describe it in that way.
Ovia for the triple. And Raffet with the rebound to Wild. Back to Grant. Amaturo with the offensive rebound. And another big jam.
Time and time and time again. It's almost on repeat.
Shifting direction.
Alajiki to the fadeaway. Agu trying to clean it all up. Ovia with the rebound. Osibor somehow keeps control of that. Looked like he got fouled there, but no whistle. Grant in transition. Agu got in the way there and ended up in a turnover.
Looks like those monster dunks taking it out of Gio. He is huffing and puffing over there.
Ovia drops one in off the iron. 5.5 to play. Lead is 40.
Substitution checking into the game for Team Black.
White really struggling to gather any defensive rebounds. That's what's preventing them from going on any run, because Black have the opportunity to just continue that drip feed of scoring.
Osibor being asked to pull it, and he does, but it's off the mark. Maitland with the rebound. And the sit back. But just to underline your point almost. Ellis chasing back to steal that away. It was 2-on-1 for a second. Behind the back to Maitland, who just traveled with it. Difference of opinion there between referee and player. I think that's the easiest way of describing that. Distress knocks down the 3.
3-point champion knocks one down.
That'll be a white ball.
Need it, and it's the first time we've gone in possession without seeing a Black offensive rebound.
Distress again.
There we go.
Hello. A few more of them. Anything can happen.
Eze has it tipped loose, but is able to regain possession. Alajiki from long range, oh, going up high, and it's tipped out of his hands for a white ball.
This draft's going to where?
Nduku off the mark. Ossibor in transition, trying to go right through. They weren't going to let him get through, were they?
There's only one way to stop him. And that's, we talked about it previously in the game. That's where he's so dangerous in that transition moment. And that is literally the only way to stop him, is a foul.
8 points personal for Rapid. 3 rebounds.
Ossibor on the spin. I don't think Lowell was quite ready for the play there. White come away with it with Walsh. Foul on Maitland.
That foul's called in transition.
Somebody on the side asking for an unsportsmanlike there.
I definitely don't think he was the last man. I think Sam Alajiki was gearing himself up for a block.
I'm not sure. It was a massive play on the ball, though.
Yeah,
I think if it wasn't an all-star game, the referees might have thought about it. Well, he's ended up with the steal. He's given us a backcourt in the end. .351 remaining. 64 to 100 the score.
Well, if any of the guys are watching via the stream, start putting in your early MVP votes. Make sure you interact. Any guesses?
Don't forget to use the hashtag Hask21. Tag in Hoopsfix to have your say. I think you and I are leaning in the same direction right now.
Yep.
That was goal number 21, Eze. Substitution checking into the game, number 25, Ray. Replacing number 5, Alex Distress.
Well, Walsh is at the free throw line, thinking he's getting 2 foul shots. The referee's on the baseline, saying end line ball. He's going to shoot a 3 instead. Maitland for 3.
Good stroke. Feet set, on balance. Came out of his hands excellent there. Very good shot.
Yo. In trouble. The foul is called.
Possible call for the foul.
It was all over him like a swarm there, but did commit the foul. Smacking down.
Timeout called. 3 minutes, 1 second.
Oh, Chris Bourne going to call a timeout with 3 minutes and 1 second to go. Looking to mastermind a 42-point comeback in those 3 minutes and 1 second.
Well, if he manages to pull that off, he deserves the MVP. That's for sure. But we talked about it in the last break just before halftime, Dan. Just an incredible event for UK hoops, an incredible event for the juniors of the game that are all have been selected to be here. So they've earned the right based on their performances, and there's a lot of guys out there that have done a lot of good things for their clubs and for their academies and for their schools and their teams. So massive shout out to every player that has earned the right to be selected and play here today. And I'm sure that there's some motivation for the others that are buying at the bit to be involved in an event like this, but just absolutely awesome. And like you said, so many people involved in getting these events going, the sponsors, the volunteers, and the man himself, the legend Sam Nita, that scrambled together in a very tough, challenging year post-COVID to really open things out and get this game going ahead.
I'm just trying to find a venue. Hits the alley-oop. Oh! Lowell with the throwdown.
So there's the highlight play right there.
Sky Lauer bringing it down.
And McKay kicks it out. Daly knocks down the three.
Shout out to Coach Chris Bourne there, drawing the ATO to find a sideline out of bounds alley-oop.
Walsh with the spin. Lowell is fouled and he'll shoot two. It helps when you have a guy that you just throw anywhere vaguely up there. He's so athletic, he'll go get it.
Yeah, throw it anywhere and just watch his head skim the roof. Actually reminds me of Trayvon Wright.
Yeah, he's got that sort of
that body type, and he just finds a way to rise up.
Three doesn't go. Ball ends up in Duco's hands. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got to knock this down. Oh, beautiful.
Nice. Christen and crossing. Victor Nduku puts his defender on the skates, finds his open teammate, knocks down the three. Oh.
It is. Rebound comes out and hits. Oh! Through the contact. What a jab. Well, he seems pretty relaxed about it, Ovia, but his teammates are hyped.
I think that was possibly the first body of the game. There's been a lot of dunks, but first poster potentially.
Oh, I think the bench want the game called there. That'll do. Game over. Doesn't matter the last 98 seconds. Let's go home.
Well, that's what's good about this event. The guys really do get behind each other.
He gets his own rebound on the missed free throw. What's he got now? Oh, he's stumbling through.
Throws it up. Walsh.
And there's Walsh in transition.
Ooh.
To the left hand. Bailey.
Ovia. Euroing his way round.
Agu, offensive boards. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining here.
Heading towards the final minute of the game. And McKay driving hard. And Duka with the rebound.
Played through a lot of contact there to get the ball out.
Pulls up the three.
Lowell with the rebound.
This kid.
Daly. Pushing forward.
And that came off a boot and out of bounds. 44 seconds remaining. A couple of offenses each. Oh, Black were trying to get a sub in, but didn't get there in time. Young loses the dribble.
Spills possession.
Foul is called. Are they going to still make that sub, or I don't think they are.
Well, although the scoreline is a bit of a bloodbath, there's definitely been a showcase of talent from both teams out there today. And a whole bunch, a heap of highlights.
But you can hear the noise coming from the Black team bench. It's a little more somber over on the White team side of the floor.
Two for two.
Here's Walsh.
Ray from deep for three.
Rims out for three. Laurel with the rebound. Shot clock switched off. Doesn't matter because Ovio's going to put the exclamation point on the victory for Team Black.
He's the most self-regulated dunker I've seen. His teammates flexing more than him.
And that will do it for the ball game. And they led from start to finish. A commanding win for Team Black. Just had too much offense and too much defense for Team White. They really put the squeeze on at the defensive end, which gave them so many points in transition. 48 points off turnovers in the end. And, well, that is why they have won by 115 points to 70.
Yeah, definite K. They hit all the key criteria that you want to hit in terms of key statistical analysis. Points up turnover battle won, second chance points battle won, fast break points won. They did it all.
I don't think I've ever seen 48 points off turnovers before. It's incredible. To be fair, Team White had 30 turnovers, which doesn't help. Well, the teams will show their appreciation for each other at the end. And then we will get ready for the presentation of the MVP. A lot of good performances from Team Black. I think there was only one great performance.
Oh, I see what you did there, Dan. Is there much debate in this one?
I don't think so, but well, you never know with these things. He didn't have, to be fair, Maitland took a good run at it towards the end, didn't he? He played well.
One stat that is a little lower than normal for Great Osborne is his rebounding, but he did everything else, that's for sure.
Well,
he definitely scored.
He definitely scored, and he definitely turned the game early on, really. It was him and Alajiki in the first few minutes that really put Black on their way. And we will find out what the decision is in a few moments' time. I'm not sure what's going on court. They're all looking at something on the phone. They're probably looking back at the highlight. That's probably
I'm sure the poster's already online as they're starting to filter through to their phones.
Fellas, give yourselves a big round of applause. You are Hoopsfix All-Star contestants for 2021.
So now Tahir will let us know who the MVP is.
And Team Black handed out absolute demolition today to Team White. So, today's MVP with 20 points personal from Bradford in Yorkshire, from Myerscough Basketball Academy, wearing #1 from Team Black, great.
Oh, no surprise. Great Osborne, the MVP of the Hoopsfix Classic for 2021. Under-19s man, a tremendous performance for him. He holds the trophy aloft and he turns to his teammates. The cameras haven't taken the picture yet. You've got to hold it up. They're not that quick. There we go. We need the picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 MVP.
Very humble kid, actually. Interviewing him before the game. Spoke very well. He's going to be taking his talents over to Montana State, where they've done a great job with young British guys, especially in that forward, in that big spot.
Chris Haslam's like, there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Former GB guys.
Yeah. A number of British bigs have been over there, and looks like he is one that is destined for a very good career. And we wish him all the best. But credit to him today, he delivered on the big stage.
Well, it's been a fantastic day here at Battersea Sports Centre. We call it the Hoopsfix Dome nowadays, but it has been a tremendous day. We'd like to thank everybody who's volunteered and supported and helped out today. We'd like to thank all of the partners, Nike, SportServe, Foot Locker, Molten, 5 or 6, Red Bull, and Always Balling, without whom it would have been impossible to put this showcase on. Thank you to everybody at home who's joined in, both watching here and through social media. Remember to follow Hoopsfix and Hoopsfix Women on all the social media platforms. You can go to hoopfix.com to find out everything about British basketball. And if you've enjoyed tonight's game, make sure you put out the hashtag #Hask21 to show your appreciation, my own personal appreciation to Sam and everybody who helped make this happen. It's been a great day. And Mark has just run off, where he is going to very shortly interview our MVP, Great Ossibor. But on behalf of myself and Mark and Siobhan from earlier, thank you very much for watching.
And we are here with the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic 2021 MVP. There was only one great performance. MVP! That's the kind of game you were running.
I know it was giving me making me sweat, you know.
But there's only one great performance. The Great Ossibor MVP. Congratulations. Talk to us about the game.
I appreciate it. It was a good game. Everyone was saying we were the underdogs, so we're gonna come in and show what we do. Obviously, from the beginning, you saw what the tip was. Tipped it to Sam. Sam had a big dunk. I knew what it was from then. We just had to keep that intensity and do what we do.
So a massive 20 points in one of the things that helped you gain that MVP award. You were scoring with easy twos, dunks, high percentage shots, a couple threes. You were kind of doing it all.
Yeah.
We talked before the game. That's your game. You're versatile. You do everything. Tell us a little bit about that.
I don't know if you noticed, but there was one period in the game where it was like, great, bring the ball up, run the one. So I was like, cool, I can do everything on the floor. My coach asked me to do something, I'll do it. Play inside, I'll do that. Get rebounds, get points, anything that the team needed, that's what I did. So
a humble guy that's willing to win.
Yes, sir.
How about in terms of being a good teammate and getting the guys going? It looked like there was a great camaraderie out there, Bill.
Absolutely. You know, if you play with me or you know about me, you know I'm gonna gas. No.
Much to say about that.
MVP, I guess.
Show everybody the trophy. Heading out to Montana, an absolutely awesome performance. Carry on as you were. So you're talking about your teammates, which obviously you've got a great relationship with, and they're super happy for you.
So obviously, if you've ever played with me, you know I'm gonna gas you up. I'm gonna make you feel like you're the best player on the floor, and that's always been me.
regardless of what you're doing on the floor, you do anything good, I'm just gonna make you feel good about yourself. Because if you feel good about yourself, you're gonna play good, and that's gonna help us win. So that's what I do.
Well, you obviously felt good about yourself today.
Always.
An unbelievable performance.
Always.
Congratulations.
I appreciate
You're now
it.
etched in history along with a lot of great players before you. Look forward to what's your future great. Very, very impressive today. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you.